Hello there, my beautiful Libra friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful to each and every one of you for being here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. So on June the 16th, everyone, we have a powerful alignment taking place. We've got Venus and Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer. This is an energy of love and communication. How are we choosing to embody and embrace this energy in our lives? It's all about the lens that we look through, the lens of love. How do we choose to express love through communication? You're going to see this coming at you as well. So some of you might be finding yourselves falling in love or spending more time with family and friends. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you today is open your reading with a guardian angel oracle deck. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what message spirit has for you, followed by an animal card from the power animal oracle deck. And then I'm going to pull 2 personal messages for you. So these have been a favorite on my channel here. So I'm going to incorporate these going forward. So 2 personal messages that I might not understand. So I want you to place them wherever they resonate for you. And then an angel number. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, patterns, symbols, angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, Libra, let's call in spirit and open up your reading. See what it is that spirit would like you to hear today. So we are getting for you. All right, so frequency, look at this, a higher frequency, a higher vibration. So this is what I'm picking up with this card. The message for you is everything shifts when you transmit your intentional frequencies into the universe, rather than just absorbing the energy of others. You are now co-creating your life in resonance with your soul. So I'm going to read this to you one more time. Everything shifts when you transmit your intentional frequencies into the universe, rather than just absorbing the energy of others. You are now co-creating your life in resonance with your soul. So it's the energy that you harness, that you're meant to express and take outside of yourself, put out outside of yourself, okay? You're supercharged. This is what Spirit is wanting you to know, that you are supercharged right now, Libra. All right, let's pull some more cards and see what else is coming through. So 3 of Wands to start. So Spirit is really wanting you to understand the direction that you are moving in your life, to have clarity around this. Once you have that clarity, once you choose what it is that you desire and choose the path that you want to walk, this is where everything changes for you, okay? So the 3 of Wands to start. We also have the 7 of Swords. So there's some things that you're carrying around here, Libra, that you need to release and let go of, because you're closing yourself off to the potential of your power, the potential of the power that you harness. Right? So there's a connection that is wanting to happen. And sometimes that connection can't happen, especially when we don't have room for that connection. So this is where you're breaking free from some of these things and allowing yourself to be open to spirit. Now, what I also want you to do today is to use your own intuition with my readings. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. Not only will this strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So remember, Libra, 7 is a number that is spiritual. It's a spiritual number, right? So there's something happening spiritually. This is a very beautiful card. It's a major arcana card as well. So this energy is going to be prominent. However, it's in the background. So some of you are going to feel this intensely. Others, you're going to feel this subtly. All right. So the High Priestess, it's letting you know that there's this unconscious energy that is coming to the forefront. Like there's this intertwining of unconscious and conscious energy. So there's something that is starting to manifest or take shape. And this is starting with you internally. And it's going to come out and show itself externally in your physical world through you, right? It's the energy that you're putting out in the world. This is coming through you. There's a lot of signs and confirmations around you letting you know that this is actually taking place, okay? So High Priestess here. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all have a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating, please leave it behind, but also check out your rising and your moon signs as well, okay? So There's a lot of power coming in. Look at this round circle energy and the one in this card. So there is a portal I feel opening for you, and this vibration, this energy, this frequency is coming in that is aligning you to your desires and your dreams. And this is where Spirit really wants you to make a choice. They don't want you to think about it. They just want you to be it, right? Not to think, just do it. It's like, don't think about it. Let's just do it, right? So I'm getting like a couple of different things that maybe you're wanting to do in your life. They're saying pick one and go with that first. Don't overthink it. Let's choose it and let's go with it. They want commitment here as well. Now, some of you are seeing the bigger picture around something specific. Now, this could be a goal that you're trying to reach this month. This could be something that's more of a bigger picture thing, which is, you know, in the next 5 or 10 years that you're wanting to accomplish in your life. They're really wanting you to focus on this. They want you to really work on trying to get yourself there and taking the initiative to make that first move. And a lot of times it's just us making that choice, like, okay, you know what, I'm going to focus on this and actually put the energy and the work into it rather than putting it off over and over and over again. Because I'm seeing someone saying, okay, I'll start tomorrow, or actually, you know what, I'll start after this weekend, or, you know, maybe I'll start on Monday, whatever it is that's popping into your mind here that's kind of holding you back, Libra. Now, the other thing is, I'm getting travel coming in for you. Also a long distance relationship. That's maybe this is why there's travel coming in. So perhaps some of you are in a relationship with someone that lives away from you, or perhaps you're somebody that has a partner that is away from you a lot, or perhaps it's you that's away a lot from your family. I'm just seeing a distant thing that comes and goes. And I feel that it bothers you. I really feel that this bothers you, right? So there's this kind of coming to this place of understanding and this connection of either, I feel there's just a connection happening here with this where things are going to settle themselves. Like there's a decision and there's going to be clarity around this situation. So either some of you are going to move together and not have this parting energy, or you're just going to part ways. Okay. So through that communication, through that understanding, through that love energy, right? Love and understanding is where that resolution is going to come to pass, right? So I also feel that, this has to do with the direction that you're moving in your life. Libra, some of you might be not sure where it is that you're going or where you want to go. Perhaps you're confused or you're just not sure. Maybe you have way too many options, right? So this is where Spirit really wants you to meditate on what it is that you're wanting to see yourself doing in life in general. Like, where do you see yourself in the next 10, 20 years? Sometimes we don't even have an answer for that, right? So for me, I visualized myself 2 years before I started, well, actually not even 2 years, a year and a half, before I decided that I wanted to not work my 9 to 5. And I visualized myself working from home. And I mentioned this because I feel this is a really good example. Like I just visualized myself working from home. That's what I wanted ultimately. And I didn't know what that was going to be. I had no idea. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So I started to explore. I started making plans to save money so that when I did in the next 6 months, so I was going to, I put together this plan to save money for 6 months of rent, 6 months of my phone bill. So I got side jobs and these kind of things to make up all that money so I could take 6 months off of work in order to pursue something different in my life. So when I was doing that, it was more about exploration through some of the things that I was doing on the side, and I was painting, right? So I'm very creative. Creativity runs in my blood. So this is what I need to do in my life, something creative, something from home, something where I can use my intuition. So this is where Spirit is really wanting you to figure out, okay, what is it that you want here, Libra? To really figure that out, like what is that ultimate goal? Everything else is going to come into place, but just visualize that. And this is the direction that you're moving in. And to plan things, to organize things, to really have the bigger picture around it, right? And for others, I see you parting ways from something. I'm getting you either leaving a work environment, entering a new one, or leaving like an area that you live in. Maybe this is a home. So I'm seeing you leaving something and going to something new or different. This could be like a new neighborhood. This could be you parting ways with a partner you were in a cycle with, right? Maybe this was like a 5, 7, 10-year cycle. So I'm seeing a cycle completing here with this energy. So this could have been a job that you were at for many years and you have decided, or you've been waiting for a time to move on from this. So the timing is now. They're wanting you to make that choice to either do it or not do it, right? So instead of sitting on it every single week, every single month, coming back to the same place of, okay, I really want to leave, but I'm not sure, and they're wanting you to really gain some clarity on what it is that you want and actually take that step to do that thing, because you're going to see a lot of success, right, through that. And I feel this is an inner calling that's coming in for you through that card, the Three of Wands, an inner calling. And perhaps there's many reasons, many things that you're holding on to that might be stopping you from pursuing what it is that you're wanting to pursue in your life. And what's happening is Spirit is really wanting to connect with you here. So the connection is coming and it's there waiting for you to open yourself up to it. So those of you that are feeling like you're closed off to Spirit, or you're feeling like there's just too much baggage or too much going on in your life, let's put all of that weight down for a moment. Let's just release that, lighten yourself up a little bit and open yourself up. Now, how I do this in my life as I listen to music. Music does wonders for me in many areas of my life. And I have a playlist that I listen to that opens me up and lets me forget. It allows me to forget everything in the day, just for a moment, right? Just for an hour or two, whatever it is for you. Even making music for me is like I go to another world, another space, another energy, right? Where I'm open and receptive and everything else has melted away. So find things in your life that help you to release and let go and just feel lighter. So you're open to connect. Because these things that you're holding on to here, Spirit is saying, these are all illusions. They're not things that they might feel like they're real, right? But they're actually not. It's because we choose to allow these things to affect us in the way that we're allowing them to affect us, right? So this is where they're really wanting you to wake up to the truth behind all of these things that you're carrying. So there is almost like a truth being revealed, and this truth may shake things up for you a little bit here, Libra, but don't allow that to scare you, because this is where you're going to gain the most strength. And, as we're going through this process of letting these swords go, sometimes we can feel like we're vulnerable all of a sudden, like we're feeling, oh my gosh, I feel vulnerable here, so I don't want to do this. So take your time with this, but make sure that you are taking the steps to release some of these energies. Sometimes we need outside support. So seek that outside support if you need it, whether it's even through a loved one. Writing, I always find writing is really good. Emptying your mind, emptying your heart of any thoughts, transferring that energy onto a sheet of paper so you can look at it. Sometimes a pouring happens through that process, right? When you're just writing anything that's just coming into your mind, it doesn't even have to make sense. And then pouring, and it's like automatic writing, everything is coming through. And sometimes just through that process, you find things out and you're able to clear some of the things that don't belong here, right? So they're really wanting you to open yourself up, open your heart, to feel a little bit vulnerable here, right? It's a frequency that's changing. You're moving to a higher frequency, a higher vibration. Things are going to feel a little bit different, a little bit shaky. So allow yourself to shake just a little bit as you're releasing these energies, okay? So this is basically you getting out of your comfort zone. So what it ultimately happens is we get so comfortable with these things that they become a guard for us, right? These things that have happened to us, we allow them to define our lives. This is the reason I am the way I am, and this is my story. So what's ultimately happening here is Spirit is asking you to change your story, Libra, around whatever it is that whatever it is that's going on in your life, because you're meant to move in a new direction. But if you hold on, then you're going to stay on that same old path that you've always been on. And there's a new direction coming in and you're meant to move through it. There's an opportunity for you to move differently in your life. So it's all about letting this go. Okay, so the number 7 is a spiritual number. It's a number that asks you to look inward. So Spirit is really asking you to look inward. And inward, you're going to find the High Priestess. Okay, so that inward energy, now it's you. It's almost like you've entered this, you've gone into this portal that is in your heart. And there's some black smoke. And as you're coming through it, you see this like image of this almost God-like figure, angelic figure is more like it. It's glowing. And there's so much knowledge and information that is coming through that space. And as you are moving through the dark clouds, it was really, really scary, right? It's like, oh my gosh, where am I going here? This is so scary. But enter this beautiful, bright, loving, it's like unconditional love. There's this warm embrace there. This is coming through for you. And I feel there's definitely something spiritually happening here for you, Libra. There's a shift, there's an experience. I feel some of you have either traveled abroad, had a completely different experience than your normal day-to-day life. And from that, and I feel that maybe you've spent more than a week in this place, because I feel there's been a little bit of time spent, enough that it's actually affected you and your energy, and it's gone into your subconscious mind. Maybe this is a family home, perhaps, that you're visiting. And maybe the memories, the reminiscence, just the simpleness of, I'm getting simpleness coming in, of that life is starting to, or that experience is making you feel a different way, where now this subconscious, something that was sitting there, is coming to the forefront. And there is this intertwining of energies, and there's this shaping and molding of something new in your life. So you're seeing this actually happen. You're experiencing this, Libra. And I really feel that as you're experiencing this, you know that things are going to be different, like things are shifting for you. So you're already, it's there. You're in that frequency. Oh my goodness, so powerful for you, Libra. Oh my God, I'm already feeling that. I feel some of you are already feeling this. You're in that energy, in that frequency where you know that, okay, this is where it all happens. This is where it all begins. So not being afraid of it, because sometimes when we enter this space, this in-between before that shift happens, it's scary for us. So we freak out and we jump back. So when you're feeling this, just embrace this energy. Just, I don't even know how to explain this, but there's this flow of energy coming in that's filling me up, making me feel almost nervous, but it's very light, like it's cool, but it's bright at the same time. And it's just filling me up with lots of love. So this is what's coming through for you right now. And signs are everywhere. Libra, pay attention. You don't have to look for the signs, okay? You don't have to go around looking or obsessing over the signs. They just show up for you. It's really easy. They just show up and you see it. Sometimes you recognize it, sometimes you don't. Depends on what's going on in your mind. How many things are there that are distracting you from what's happening around you, right? So clearing all of that, clearing all that junk in the trunk, and releasing that energy, okay? And this is so beautiful because the dreams, the things that are showing up for you, I feel dreams are going to be very vivid for you. Clear dreams of things that feel real. Like I'm getting extraterrestrials, I'm getting like UFOs, I get these quite a bit. But I'm also getting people that have passed on showing up in your dreams, okay? Your senses are heightened here as well, like especially your smell. Some of you might be smelling things more than usual. Or just your sensory is a little bit different. I'm also getting someone who had sensory different than, and I feel everyone's different here. Not everyone's sensory is the same, but this sensory thing from childhood to now, I don't know what this is, but I do feel that Spirit is saying that this is actually a gift, the sensory, okay? And some of you might be developing this later on in your life, a sensory thing where everything feels heightened, you're empathic, you can almost read people's thoughts. There's this weird connection it feels weird, but it's not weird. It's actually a gift. So you're meant to strengthen this and not be afraid of it. Instead, embrace it. Feel the feelings of it and root yourself in the ground. Get yourself outside on grass and just put your bare feet there. Use some daily practices in your life around grounding your energy, okay? So this is what is coming through for you right now. So wow, I love this for you, Libra. All right, let's pull a bonus card. This is the Power Animals Oracle deck. I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook, okay? So those of you that are seeing animals or insects, this is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting for you Emu. Look at that. Emu is coming up. Have any of you seen one? If you have, this is your confirmation. If you haven't, you're seeing one now on your screen. So the message is move forward if you don't see the way. Move forward even if you don't see the way. It will open when you set things in motion. So you're meant to set things in motion. So again, move forward if you don't see the way, even if you don't see the way, it will open when you set things in motion. Okay, so that is your bonus card. I'm going to read you the interpretation here. So Emu. All right. The emu navigate the rugged Australian terrain with determination, trusting its ability to persevere through life's challenges. Its curiosity and resilience are the sacred tools of the path, and it's moving forward with profound purpose. When the emu spirit animal graces your awareness, it often heralds a time when you've felt lost, adrift in the currents of life's uncertainties. It is a state where nothing seems to fall into place, and the lack of direction can be unsettling, even paralyzing for some. This feeling of standing still in a world that's constantly in motion can be daunting. But Emu brings with it the essence of movement, reminding us that life, by its very nature, is always in flux. This majestic animal refuses to allow stagnation or lingering doubts to hold sway. It encourages us to recognize that no matter how challenging the circumstances, there's always a path forward waiting to be discovered. Emu's presence also carries a message of community and engagement. It calls us to be active participants in the tapestry of life, encouraging us to become more attuned to the diverse communities that surround us. Emu stands for equality, right-mindedness, and the overarching goodness that resides within human collectives. The emu prompts us to engage with others and shared purposes that can lead to the betterment of society as a whole. When we find ourselves navigating periods of uncertainty or nervousness, Emu steps in as a guide, helping us accept these feelings as a natural part of our journey. It offers insights on how to manage worries and persevere our precious reserves of energy. So look at that. Spirit is wanting you to embrace the energy of the emu. All right, so I'm now going to pull 2 personal messages for you today, Libra. So feel free to pause this video and take a moment to open yourself up to Spirit. 2 messages that I might not understand, so I want you to place them wherever they resonate for you today, okay? So your first message today is, if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. So let me read this again. If all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. So that's your first message there, Libra. Your second one is, your life is at a turning point right now, and you're ready. Again, your life is at a turning point right now, and you are ready. So look at that. I'm now going to pull an angel number. This is a different deck that I'm using today. So those of you that are seeing repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting 111. Look at that. Have you been seeing these numbers? This could be anywhere, on a clock, on a cell phone number, on an address. This is intuition. You are connected here, okay? So Spirit wants you to tune into your intuition. We've got keywords: moderation, patience, flow, clarity is coming in, joy. So movement again is coming through the self-reflection, taking action, and unconditional love. So the message is time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. I'm going to read this to you one more time. Time to implement long cherished ideas, Libra. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process, okay? So this is your reading today. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.